south, then turn left onto East Michigan Road.
All right. Hold on here. Oh, let's do this all the time. Okay. All right, can I get it in there? All right, there we go. All right, welcome in, everybody. Yeah, we're here. Yeah. This thing wants to act up. All right, here. There we go. All right, welcome in, everybody. We're here starting off this second half with a $10 McDonald's order going 4 miles. So, right on the dot of 5, we with 2.5 hours, we're already starting with a $10 McDonald's. So, that's awesome. Let's do it.
Turn right.
Here we go.
Drive south, then turn right.
All right, let me go ahead and hit this button here. Here we go. All right.
Drive east, then turn right.
Okay, so let's see, which way are they going to have me go to get to this?
Onto East Michigan Road.
All right. Yeah, we started with $88 in the first 2 rounds. So now we're on round 3, and let's see what they can do to add to that $88 by 7:30. So it just turned after 5 o'clock right now. We got 8 minutes to get to this McDonald's order here, starting at $10. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's do it.
Continue for 1 mile.
All right, welcome in, guys. Starting off with a $10 McDonald's order here. You don't really get too many McDonald's orders for $10 going over 4 miles. Not really. Not really. So, we'll definitely take it. That's the way to start. That'll get them already to $98. So, and of course, we got to see what Uber's going to do tonight. So, I had an Uber order that, that I wanted to take, but it was not going in the right direction. I'm going straight east here, and the Uber wanted me to go west. So, yeah, I couldn't do that. So, I can't go all the way east with an Uber in my car, and then, I couldn't do that. So, plus I would have had to wait at Applebee's anyway, and, who knows how long I would be waiting there and make the DoorDash wait. So, I can't do either one. So it's a lose-lose in that case, but it's okay. We were already going out here to get this McDonald's order started, so let's at least get going. All right, there's Queen. You say, I almost forgot that you were doing a part 2. I said, yeah, I always do a part 2. At least I try to. Provided that the weather cooperates. I mean, it'd been questionable pretty much through the day with the fact that it'd been on again, off again snow flurries. So tomorrow is the question, because tomorrow, if Minnesota can get it in tomorrow, then after their dash is done, then the regular season is done. We'll tally up all the scores, before the head-to-head playoffs begin. And we'll see who's definitely going to be in and who's definitely going to be out. So, yeah. I hand out because you need the money. Don't we all? Don't we all? Yep. I mean, we just had Christmas a month ago. You in Minnesota? No, I'm in Indiana right now. This is the Maryland Dash. I'm talking about the Minnesota Dash tomorrow, Madison. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is Big Ten. I'm dashing on behalf of all the Big Ten schools, all 18 of them. We're having like a little tournament to see who has the highest score at the end of all their dashes in an 8-hour period. And anybody that's tied, they will have a head-to-head 2-hour battle in Rushville. We got four teams that are tied. 4 different 2 sets of teams that are tied that are going to be going to Rushville in right after Minnesota goes, because the regular season is done. They will tally up all the scores to see who goes on and who doesn't. So that's what that is. You particularly didn't want to come back out. I said, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is, man. I mean, I have fun doing this all the time. I mean, there's never a dull moment when you're out here. It's just like Big Ten basketball. It's never a dull moment. There's always some excitement going on. And with all these dashes that I've done, especially of late, the excitement's been, it's been unbelievable. So that's the types of finishes that have happened recently have been absolutely incredible, especially the Illinois dash, to which it took a last second dash to come in at the last minute, and then end up with an extra tip from the customer, to have Illinois tie Indiana. So yeah. You took 16 and some more cents going, 18 to me. There's one more items, which was a sewing machine. A sewing machine? Oh, man. Hey, Lancaster, England, welcome. I appreciate you joining. Yeah. Welcome from England. Yeah, we're just out here doing the evening dash. Taking a McDonald's order right here to a customer. And, hoping that between McDonald's and... between DoorDash and Uber, we'll see what Maryland can do. And we just turned after 5, so it could be some bad signal here. I apologize if there is. So, but some areas out here the signal's bad, so I apologize if the signal is bad. So, well, I'll tell you what. Today, a lot of people have been in a hurry to get to where they need to be, and the speed limit that they're going is not the speed limit that it is. So. I get it, though. I mean, I had someone this morning pass me on a double yellow line. And, you can't even pass on a double yellow line in NASCAR. So if you can't do it in NASCAR, then you sure can't do it on the roads here. So in NASCAR, it's a 1-lap penalty. But here, who knows what it is. You just can't do it. So, all right. Let's go. Let's get this started.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East 350 South.
Yep. Can Maryland make a run, get in the Elite Eight, and be like 2002 and win the championship over Indiana like they did? Well, we'll see. Yep.
Turn right
we shall
onto
see.
East 350 South.
I wonder if I had. I remember going down the street one time. I wonder if this is someone that.
In a quarter mile, 2,159 East 350 South. Shelbyville, Indiana 46176. USA will be on the left.
I hardly ever take this street and go down here, but I'm wondering if this looks familiar. It kind of does. Kind of looks familiar. Let's see. This has to be the house.
2,159 East 350 South.
I don't see an address on the mailbox, but it has to.
USA is on the left.
It's saying that it is. Well, they still got their lights on the porch. I mean, it still looks pretty, even though, the season's over. But, if they want to leave them up, they leave them up. That's on them. All right, guys, let me drop this off. I'll be right back. Okay, first $10 is complete. All right. Got both platforms on. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's get back to town. Let's see where to go. That's a really good start. Let's hope that we can build onto that. Now from 88 to 98, just like that. Let's keep going. Let's see if they can tie it. See if they can get to a place where they can tie one of these other teams and get themselves in position to, to have a tie-breaking playoff. Because I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the head-to-head, because the head-to-head is a completely different thing than the actual contest. Because especially before you get to the Elite Eight, the head-to-head is a little bit different, because there's a lot of scenarios can happen, all kinds of different things. So, yeah, the head-to-head competition is going to be a very interesting competition, and I can't wait for that to happen. Plus, it'll be good to go to Rushville, because Rushville, anything can happen in Rushville. And it's hard to get a dirty stack in Rushville, but if it does happen, then extra time will be given. Oh, what do we got? Well, all right, we'll take that Uber. So we'll pause the orders on DoorDash, and we'll go to the Uber here. All right, so I got to go to Taco Bell down there and go to Taco Bell and then come back this way to go to Waldron for the Uber. So we'll go ahead and do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's $8 for Uber. I don't like the miles too much, but I need to, I'm getting very close to the platinum on Uber. So I just got to, accept a few orders, and maybe if Uber sees that I'm ready to take some orders, maybe I can get to the platinum tonight. That'd be nice. I'm at 46%. So yeah. Here's Tornado. Welcome, Tornado. Welcome again. Yep, that's a pretty good start. It'll be $18 already. Yeah, I like that idea. You start with $18 immediately, especially when it usually takes me over an hour to do, when it takes me over an hour just to do $15. I'm kind of liking this start. I don't like the idea of going to Waldron though, but it's okay. I'll take it. I definitely will. Any orders right now is orders that's very important, because the higher the score that you get, especially now, your whole goal is to get to the Elite Eight. So I'm just glad you can stop up here at the railroad tracks. All right. You don't want to go past those. Plus, those are pretty rough railroad tracks anyway. So, all right. Okay, so. All right. Beautiful sky. Yeah, it would be not. You'll have a sunset. You'll have a Frandesh Phoenix sunset tonight. At least that's what it's looking like at this point. Yep. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, all I'm hoping is that whatever snow is supposed to come, that it's not going to be a whole lot. They're saying somewhere around an inch to an inch and a half. But hopefully it won't be that much, because I really would like to get the Minnesota Dash in tomorrow. I really would. I really would like to get it in tomorrow so the playoffs will start. Because I am ready for the head-to-head competition. I am ready for it. I am so ready, to see what the head-to-head competition is going to do. Because a lot of scenarios can take place. because the whole goal for the whole thing is to continue to tie, until there's no more ties, and then the Elite Eight is set.
Turn left on East Michigan Road.
Because once the Elite Eight is set, everything is not. Everything is done by points and not by dollars. So you either, if you get beat in the head-to-head competition, the 1-8, 2-7, 3-6, 4-5, whichever team loses, that team is out. Just like the regular tournament, you have to win to stay in. If you don't, you're done. So, just like the regular tournament. But the higher seeds get the advantage because they go on better days, and the lower seeds go on the not so good days. So that's how that will work. Like lower seeds would go on a Tuesday and Thursday, and the higher seeds would go on a on a Friday or Sunday. That's how that works. So, all right. So I'm gonna go up here to the Taco Bell and pick it up. And I love the way this is starting out already. $18, just like that. I mean, does Uber have it in them to have a good day? Is it possible for me to accept several more orders on Uber so I can get to the 50% platinum stage? Is that possible? Because you couldn't ask for better to get to the platinum stage during playoff time, because that could really be a big game changer.
Just ahead, turn left.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go over there. Taco Bell's right over there. I'm going to go over there and pick it up, guys. So, let me fix this up here real quick, and I shall return. All right. All right. All right, I shall return. They need to do a better job of sealing their bags. All right, there we go. That's a lot better. All right. Yeah. Ginger dip. Hey, ginger dip. Yeah, welcome in again. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Oh, yeah. So it's got an order number on. Okay. Request order number. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. I have the right order. Okay. Okay. All right.
Head to your drop-off at 405 West Pearl Street.
Okay. Let's go to Waldron.
Turn right, then turn left on East Michigan Road.
Thank you. I appreciate you joining. It really makes my day when you guys join and when you watch this competition. I mean, it makes my day when you guys do this. It really does. Because it shows a lot of interest, even though this is something that some people would call kind of silly. Just that there are those that decide that that they do want to come and watch it because it is fun to do. It really is. I mean, it's almost as fun as just watching a Big Ten basketball game. It's just as fun, just as enjoyable and entertaining. At least I try to make it to be. Yeah. So. But with only 2 teams left, I mean, this dash and then Minnesota, who knows what's going to happen then? Because when the playoff starts, then it really gets interesting. It's going to be even more fun. I am so ready for the playoffs right now. I really am. Because even in this first head-to-head competition, even if one team was to lose in the head-to-head, if they tie another team, before the Elite Eight, if they still tie another team, and the winning team doesn't, then the losing team that tied the other team still goes on, and the winning team ends up being eliminated. So just because you may win, doesn't mean that you quote unquote win, because you have to keep the other team from tying someone else. So that's how that is. Sky look beautiful. Oh, it is beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice little sunset here tonight. And see, I'm not big on sunset. I don't like to see a day end. Okay, Fran Dash Phoenix, she likes to see a day end. She likes sunsets. I don't. I like the sunrise. The reason why I like the sunrise, because I like to see a day begin. Because then when you see the sun come over the horizon, you say to yourself, okay, what can I do to utilize this day to make it to make it profitable for me? What goals do I have in mind that I want to accomplish today? How am I going to do that? And now, of course, with it still being January, we're still talking about resolutions, or at least some people are. And usually when you first talk about resolutions, well, a lot of them will say, well, I tried for the first 2 weeks and I didn't make it. You got to have the willpower to keep trying. I mean, that's the one thing, I heard the term fail forward fast. Yeah, fail forward fast. That's the term that I heard. You say, even if you fail, you still got to get up and try again until you succeed. I learned that. I especially learned that term, when I was homeless in 2013. They taught that kind of in a different way, but they kind of did teach that. So, yeah. Yep. You reject those words? Yeah. Well, I know that. I mean, you reject, because there's failure is a bad word. I get that, Ginger. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. But that's what they taught me. And I mean, I don't agree with that either. But yeah, I mean, failure is not a word that we should accept. We should be success. But why would they teach us that? That's what I don't understand. Yeah, I didn't understand that either. When I heard that, I was like, why? Well, why would you say that? But they say you just keep up and keep trying. Lawrence, hey Lawrence, welcome in. Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you. Yep. We're taking an Uber Eats order to Waldron here, Taco Bell. So, yeah, find positive forward and no forms on the negative. That's right. That's one of the reasons why that's why I have a positive channel. I don't like to talk negative. I hate negative. Okay? Because I've been surrounded by that my whole entire life. I've been surrounded by nothing but negative. My dad was always tried to be as positive as he could because he was a salesman. But my mother, on the other hand, she was one of those that was pessimistic. My dad was optimistic. She was pessimistic. And that always bothered me because I never really wanted to be around someone who was pessimistic. They always wanted to try to find fault with something. And I don't, I'm not one that likes to try to find fault with anything. Because everyone deserves a chance. Everyone, deserves, I don't, like those words that were said, and I agree. I don't like that word. I can't stand the word failure. I hate it. Yeah. I mean, success is the most important thing, to me. Is all my whole life, that's all I've tried to be, is successful in whatever it was I did. And, there was times like, I would hear words that would try to sabotage that, and I tried to block that out as much as I can. Yeah. And that's why, one of my channels is try to be the most positive that I can be. Every time I go live, I try to find positive in something. Because I want those who don't feel, those who may not be happy or are going through something, they can come to my channel and I can give them some kind of a boost, a pep talk, or whatever it is, because that's what I try to do. I try, it's not like I'm trying to be a teacher or or therapist or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to be. All I want to do is focus on the positive and get someone to feel good about their surroundings, just by, listening, to me talk and try to find, especially with some of my experiences and how I can make, what I did to be successful. I try to do that. And, because I want to see, this is the time, just be real. I mean, I just want to be, I want to show everyone, that, to find their way, to happiness, and if I can make someone's day, by saying a positive word, or if I can lead them to one of the other channels in blue that can give them a positive word, then I know that I've done my good deed for the day. Because this is a time that we got to learn, to be positive and, learn to, not just accept things as they are, but do what we can to, to improve. That's why I say, prepare yourself, get yourself in a position to where you don't have to go through all that. That's why I claim this year as the eye of the tiger. The eye of the tiger, the reason I say that is because there's going to be things this year that's going to try to cause division. And I don't want to see that. I really don't.
In a quarter mile, turn right on South 6th.
Because I don't talk division in my lives. I hate division because I've been through it, and I don't want to see it happen with people. Whatever I can do to prevent someone from heartaches and stuff that I've been through, or their families, or whatever I can do to help with that, then I'm going to do it because, I want to see everybody succeed. That's what I want to do, see everybody succeed. Okay, we're going through the, a part of the, to where the signal is a little bit bad. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to come to Waldron up here, because the signal can get bad at times, especially when you get past this one bridge that's going to be coming up. So, yeah, when you get up here past the one bridge, then it gets a little bit, the signal can get bad. This is old Waldron here, guys. Yeah. This is the town of Waldron. This is Shelbyville's biggest rival. school-wise, that is. Yeah. Shelbyville is like Indiana, Purdue, UCLA, USC, Kentucky, it's Carolina. It's like that. Yeah. It's that kind of rivalry. But that's what makes it so much fun. Rivalries can be fun. So when you get to those time of games, it's always exciting because it's never a dull moment. Michigan got the snow. Oh, man. Yeah, there's supposed to be some snow here. I don't know, later on today. I don't know how much. But yeah, if you live up there or Wisconsin or Minnesota, the Dakotas or whatever, they're going to end upper New York. Yeah, that's what they usually get is snow up in that area. That's why I never wanted to be up there because, I'm not one that really enjoys snow. I mean, I can tolerate it, but I don't really care for it. Now, the real cold weather, the cold weather I can deal with, because, it's okay. I don't mind, putting on layers of clothing and bundle up. That doesn't bother me. I just don't like driving in snow, and I don't like shoveling snow. That I don't care for. But the real cold weather, yeah, I can handle that. That I can do. Yeah. Okay, so, this is one of those that's on the on the split street here.
Turn right on West Pearl Street.
Okay, I wonder if this is a frequent customer I had before. I don't recognize the name, but yeah, this is one where you go on a split street. Okay, I wonder if it's this house right up here. No, I think it's on down. Usually this house right here to my left is one that's a frequent customer, but it's not this one.
Just ahead, drop off.
It's on further down. Okay. So it's one of these on the end. Okay.
Drop off.
Okay. So I guess it's this house right here. All right. Don't have to a snowblower for Christmas. That's right. You have no idea. Appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's this house right here. I've never been here. I've never been this far down here, but this is the house. All right. Drop off this Uber. I'll be right back. Okay, completed. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got one DoorDash done, one Uber done. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's not stop here. Let's keep going. Can't stop here. Waldron, you don't really get too many orders here. Now, sometimes, if I've been out here, I had an Uber that went out to go pick up an order over at the, at the McDonald's out here in St. Paul. See, hey, Zen Dragon, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to be heading back now from Waldron here, back to Shelbyville. So let's do it. Let's add to this. I wouldn't mind, even I'm a little bit down from the St. Paul area. I wouldn't mind getting a McDonald's from there. I wouldn't care. I'm already halfway there, so I'd be all right with that. I just want to make this interesting. But yeah, thank you, Tammy, for joining in. I certainly appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys for joining in. I really do. All right. You love my channel? Thank you. I really appreciate that, Lawrence. Yeah, I try to make it as entertaining as I can. I try to, try to be as positive. I try to get everybody in a positive mood if I can. Because these are times right now to where it's so unknown. Yeah. That's why I called this, the eye of the tiger, because, I've went specifically said, during the Illinois Dash at the very beginning, is that this is a time for everybody to come together. This is a time to unite. It really is. This is a time to unite, because with the way things have gone in this January right now, the unknown, is really apparent, and we have no idea what's around the corner. We have absolutely no idea what's around the corner. We got to be prepared for anything. I mean anything. Weather-wise, social-wise, job-wise, financial-wise. We got to be prepared for all that, guys. We really do. Just like I said in the movie, there's a Clubber Lang that is, figuratively speaking from Stallone's movie. There's a Clubber Lang that is, training, that's wanting to divide, that's wanting to, come together and divide. Divide families, divide finances, divide everything. Hey, there's Danny. Welcome in, Danny. Yeah, you might want to clean your cameras a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me see, I got a little something here. Maybe I can do that. Here, hold on. All right, Danny. All right, when I stop up here, yeah, let me wipe it down a little bit. I always keep a bunch of these things in here for that purpose. Yeah, I got nobody behind me or anything, so let me go ahead and dust off this camera. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick. See if that might be any better. Okay, is that a little better? Yeah, I can tell it's a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, but I appreciate you joining, Danny. I remember there's a Danny White that I always remember from the 70s, a quarterback / punter for the Cowboys. I remember that Danny White. Pretty good player too, by the way. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it was looking kind of fuzzy. I should have done that earlier. But thank you for telling me. But that's what I always keep all these here for, is for that reason. So always keep a bunch of those in the car for that particular reason. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, let's get back to town. Let's keep going. Let's not stop here. We got until 7:30. We gotta get going. We cannot stop. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you're staying in the financial this Monday night. Oh, it'd be so great for that. And as a matter of fact, I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about it, but I mean, depending on weather, of course, but I really, I'm off that night. I really would love to go to the campus because I'm an alumni. I can get in for free. But the only thing is, you got to pay for parking and all that. They get you somehow. You might be able to get into the, to the stadium for free, but there is a price. Parking, and all that. Yeah, they'll get you somehow. Plus the concessions, it's just like, you might as well just sit at home and watch for it and not pay for anything. But at the same time, you're with other students from the university, especially your alumni, which I was, because I went there from 85 to 87. So I was there for 2 years. I was there when Keith Smart hit the winning basketball shot against Syracuse. I was on campus. I saw that on campus. And as soon as the horn hit 3-0, the clock hit 3 zeros and the horn sounded, it was unbelievable. I had never seen anything like that. I had never seen such excitement, it was an absolute experience to which I would, I could relive. I'd never seen everybody so excited, so much yelling. I mean, it's like, I would go outside. Everybody was, yelling, screaming, hollering, and just so jovial over that victory that, even, my ears, I mean, even outside, my ears were still ringing because of everybody. I'd never seen anything like it. Never have. It was so unbelievable. I mean, that was one of the most exciting days I ever experienced. And I know that IU can pull it off against Miami, because I really think they can. I'm just glad that Miami took care of Ohio State. That's what I was glad of. Because I think Ohio State was a little bit too confident. They thought that, just because they thought, Miami's a number 10 seed, I think we can take care of them. Well, Miami showed them something different. Just because you're a higher seed, doesn't mean that it's a cakewalk. And I'm sure Cignetti is telling his team that. I'm sure he's telling his team, don't even think about coming in with an attitude that way. You come in here thinking that you're the underdog. And I know a good coach would teach his team that. Because Bob Knight was the same way. He would always tell his players, no matter what the score looks outside, you always act like you're behind. You play like you're behind, because if you play like you're behind, you're going to play better than if you are knowing what the score is. I said, we don't teach that here. You continuously play defense. Doesn't matter what the score. If you're up by 30, 40 points, doesn't matter. You still play defense. Yeah. And I'm sure Cignetti is still, see, 3 points around the clock. Olivia cheered. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. Yeah, those 3-point, those 3-point shots, guys. I mean, they're, just like the Illinois against Indiana. Yeah. I mean, Indiana, there was 2 seconds on the clock, and Indiana thought it was, that they had tied the game. But see, the thing is, the Illinois coach, Lou Henson, he saw that. He saw that in that team, and that's what he was, because, I saw in the lineup, he was kind of looking, he was talking to his team, but he was also looking at what Indiana was doing, and the look on his face, he, when he called that timeout, he thought, I said, they think they've tied the score and we've gone to overtime, and he had the look on his face, looks like, there's still 2 seconds. I think we can still win here, and they had the guy that could shoot the shot, and that was Nick Anderson, and then boy, was everybody in shock when Nick Anderson hit that shot. That's why I say you cannot be too overconfident. You just can't. You got to take every second, for what it is. There, it's not, it's not 39 minutes and 58 seconds of a game. It's full 40 minutes. You have to play that full 40 minutes. Because anything can happen. Even in the last 2 to 5 seconds, anything can happen. And I know that Indiana had that rude awakening for that last 2 seconds, when that shot was nothing but net. And it was like, we got a little over too confident, and we see what happens when you can become over too confident. You can't do that. You got to play, the full 40 minutes. The full 40 minutes. Let's see, you got the sewing machine. Oh, okay, Queen, yeah. Man, I don't know if I would want to be wanting to deliver a sewing machine. Okay. All right, we're going to stick back here. We still got both platforms on. I'm wondering maybe if I should just go ahead and turn here. Maybe I might get an Applebee's order or an order down here. I think we'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just go down here and see what might be available. Yeah. Here, we'll just put the... We'll just pause this here on DoorDash for a minute since I was all the way in Waldron. And we'll just do that. We cannot stop, at 18. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. We cannot stop. We got to keep going. time is money, and we gotta, I can't just depend on Uber to do anything, because I've had 3 Uber deliveries today, so I want to keep going. I'm so close to that platinum level on there. I just got to accept a few more deliveries on Uber so I can get to 50, because my cancellation rate is still in the good, and the orders will be better if I can get to the platinum level. That's what I'm seeking to do, and that's what I want. Okay, hang on, not quite yet. All right, you guys can go on ahead. Let's see. It really wasn't that heavy. I would think a sewing machine, I don't think it would be so much heavy. I think it would be bulky. That's what I would think. Even if it's not heavy, if it's bulky, it can be almost as if it was heavy. I would think that if doing a sewing machine, I would think it would be it would be just bulky. Because when I was I remember before Spark, when DoorDash had, got an order. What we got? Oh, we got Dollar General. All right, now the question is, it's $6 and it's going 2 miles. Which Dollar General is it? Which one? Okay, so it's Broadway Street. Okay. All right, so we'll go down here and we'll turn around. Okay, so, all right, we'll go down here and we'll turn around in the Walmart parking lot, and we'll just turn around here and we'll go and get that. So it's on Broadway Street. Okay, that's okay. We'll take that one. I need to keep my shop and deliver going, because there's this place right over here, Aldi. If I keep my shop and deliver the way it is, I can get the good orders. I was definitely bulky. It was just more of a big box. Oh, okay. Yeah, so all right, here we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, Tammy, if you're still on here, Queen is from Kentucky, so yeah, just so I let you know that. So, all right, let's get over to Dollar General. I think it's 7 items or something. It shouldn't be that bad. But at least here, I got a better chance of getting everything on the list, without missing something other than the one on Miller Avenue. The Miller Avenue is the one that has where a lot of times they don't have things in stock. I've had issues with this one too, but not as much as the Miller Avenue one. All right. Oh, what if I'm going to be traveling? You'll be able to see a little bit of the sunset. It's beautiful. Hey, KBA, welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, we're about to go to a Dollar General pickup here over, down the street here. It's 2 miles from the drop-off. $6. I think it's 7 items I have to pick up. So, and the good thing is, a lot of the items that I pick up here at these Dollar Generals is food items. Every now and then you'll get some toiletries or medicine or something like that, but for the most part, it's mostly food. All right, let's take a look at the sunset on my way here. There we go, guys. This is a Fran-Phoenix type of thing right here. The sunset, the end of the day. She would love this. State of Indiana, yes, I'm in the state of Indiana. This is where I'm at right here. Do you recognize some of the streets here or something? Because I know somebody that asked me that. They said, "Oh, I recognize where that is. I see landmarks and stuff. You are too? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is Shelbyville. You know, I don't know where whereabouts you are in Indiana, but yeah, this is Shelbyville. I mean, if this is familiar to you, then yeah, Shelbyville is this town here. Um, it's an okay town. Fort Wayne. Oh, I kind of cringe every time I see the name. I mean, nothing against you or the town or anything like that, but when I see Fort Wayne, that was the last time I saw my dad was in Fort Wayne. Yeah, he passed away in Fort Wayne. So yeah, that kind of brings back bad memories. Yeah, the Ides of March 15th. Yeah. No, that's all right. I mean, it's okay. I mean, like I said, it was 1982. Yeah, he died shortly after Michael Jordan hit that winning shot for in the championship. Yeah. That was the year Michael Jordan hit the winning shot for North Carolina against Georgetown. So yeah. Yeah, he was, that was, it was right around that time. But it's okay. I mean, like I said, the thing is, though, I mean, even though it was a sad time, even though it was a sad time around that time and pretty rough for me, I was more upset for the fact that my dad didn't take care of himself. Because I think he would have lived longer had he taken care of himself better, because he had type 1 diabetes. Okay, and that was his first issue right there. I mean, and that's the kind where you have to take shots all the time. But the problem that that happened with him is that he didn't take care of himself is because he did too much drinking of alcohol. And you can't drink alcohol and have that. You just can't. That pretty much destroyed him right there. Didn't always eat the best either, but that was his biggest problem. And it was like I was, I understand that that everybody has a time and stuff, but sometimes I said, I kind of said, at the time, that we were getting ready to bury him, and said, Dad, if you just would have taken care of yourself and didn't drink that alcohol, you'd still be here. That alcohol is what did you in. And that's why I don't touch the stuff, because I know what it does. All alcohol does is turn into sugar. I mean, not to say that I never had any kind of drinks, in my life, because when I was, I had, I did, but I didn't do it like that. And then, I kept thinking, about, my dad. It's like, I'm not going to get in a position to where it was like with him, because I'm not going to go through what he did. All right, I'm going to shop here real quick, guys, so I'll be right back. I was wrong. It wasn't 7 items. It was 8 items. They wanted 2 of everything. Okay, I'm going to put the cart back before I take the picture. So. Side up. Okay, 2 miles. Let's see where they're going. All right. Hey, Vicky, welcome in. Yeah. All right. Okay. Welcome in, Vicky. Appreciate you joining as always. Okay. Okay, it's okay, I don't like this address right here. I don't know where I'm going to be able to park. I've never delivered to this address before, but it's right by the public square, and finding a parking spot over there at this time of night, oh man, it's going to be a challenge, guys. It's going to be a challenge. All right, I'm going to go this way because it's so hard to turn left on that street, so I'm going to go down here and take the, yeah, I'm not liking this address at all here. Finding the parking spot. And then what you got to do is you got to find the building, because it says here it's I got to find some kind of glass door. I mean, it's right over by the public square. I don't know who would have an apartment over in that area, because that's real busy over there. Oh well, they said it's between 2 businesses. Okay, this will be an experience. Yeah. 69, they should come out and meet you and make it easier for you. Yeah, but you can't tell customers to do that. Yeah. Just like you can't force customers to turn on the light when you're delivering. Because the very first order I had this morning, they didn't turn their light on, and it was a country road, you know, and the house was sitting right over near close to a field area to where who knows what would be in there, you know, where all kinds of wild animals could be. I said, you know, over there could have been, you know, somebody's dog would have been loose or something, or, you know, coyote or, you know, fox, something. Yeah, that was, you know, if you don't leave a light on, you know, it makes it that much rougher for us. Especially in a country road where a field is where they do that. That's crazy. Yeah. And you know, that's why I emphasize, you know, when it gets dark and a dasher is bringing an order to your, you know, bringing an order to your door, please be courteous and leave a light on for us, because, you know, all you got to do is just leave the light on, you know, because you got to open your door anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and leave the light on, and then, you know, we drop it off, then you pick up your order and turn the light off. I mean, it's really not that hard. It really makes it easier for everybody, safer, and, yeah, that's what we want to do. Yeah. Because now it's, you know, it's still getting dark at 6 o'clock, but not as dark as it did before, because usually it was getting dark about 5:30, but now we gain 2 minutes of sunlight per day. So that's what I like. All right. Looks like we got some, see what all these guys are doing here. I'm not going to like this delivery, because I got to park on a busy street, and it's not, this isn't going to be a pretty thing here, I don't think. I'm not sure that I would like the idea of having an apartment between two businesses. That to me, I think would be, I don't know, that doesn't sound like something that I would ever do. Especially, this is downtown too, guys. This is downtown Shelbyville here. So, all right, the first thing I got to do is find a place to park. That's the number one thing I got to do. And I've got a place right here. Okay. All right, so. Okay. Okay, it's a black, say it says here, black glass door between Elegant L. Okay. Oh, okay, I see it. Now, the other part too is, you got all this traffic over here. You got to wait for the red light, so you can at least get out of the car, because, I mean, you can't really open your car that much. Yeah, I don't like this delivery at all, and I'm certainly going to put a thumbs down on it after I deliver it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my bag and carry this. I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Because I'm not making two trips. There's no way I'm making two trips in this place. I can't. What they have bags for. I just wish it was a catering bag, though. That would have been a little bit better, but. This bag's going to be kind of heavy carrying it this way, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Challenging delivery. that was an experience, and I knew that it would be. So, yeah. Former coach Gary Williams, he was known for the tea, and we have to give a tea here. That was way too much trouble. The code the customer gave me didn't work. Had to wait for him to come down. Sorry, but we have to give a tea. So, all right. What's fair is fair. Got to do it. That was, yeah. Because DoorDash will count that against me, and they are not counting that against me. If the customer code didn't work, there's nothing I can do about it. So I will not be penalized for this, but I will penalize for the time. That was way too much time. Way too much time.
Technical foul call. I think it's on Tim Duncan sitting on the bench. Somebody on the bench for the Spurs. Yep, it's Duncan, who is unhappy with the lack of a call earlier. Yep,
there's a T. Yep, there's the first one. But former coach Gary Williams, especially when he was with Ohio State before he went to Maryland, he is known for the T. He would be one of those coaches that would constantly be getting T's. So it would be no different here. Yep. Oh man, that was an experience. That was way too complicated, way too much time. Way too much time. I had to wait for the customer to come down and let me in the door. And he's like, well, they should have fixed this door a long time ago. Apparently it wasn't fixed. I said, yeah, but that doesn't help my time. Yeah. I mean, I could have another DoorDash order, by the time I dropped your order off, maybe 5 minutes earlier than when I got here, because then DoorDash is going to look at this, and I wrote on there with the thumbs down. I told them, you are not going to count this against me. All right, what do we got here? All right. Culver's is 7 for 7, but it's okay. We'll take it. I have to take it anyway. Yeah. Whoops. I didn't mean to turn. I didn't mean to go straight. All right. We'll take it. Yeah. 7 for 7.
Drive north on North Harrison Street, State Route 9. Continue for 2 miles.
Yeah. But yeah, former coach, it was no different when he was at Maryland too. Gary Williams, he was known for a lot of technical fouls. So, I mean, if something wasn't right, he voiced his opinion about it. And he got teed up a lot, but, he wasn't going to back down. He was one of those coaches that didn't back down. Regardless of whether he was going to win the argument or not, he was still going to argue. So, that's just the type of coach he was. Man, I just wish there was a day to where I wish, one of these dashes to where I wish I didn't have to, initiate a tee. But I had to here. Had no choice. That was ridiculous. Unbelievable. Just one dash. I would like to go just so smooth to where I don't have to do that. But either platform, they find some way for me to have to call a tee. I hate that. Absolutely do. I mean, the $7 I like, but I don't like the 7 miles. But what do you do? So it's just like soccer when you issue the tee like that. If for some reason it goes over, the tee will cover it. I just, I mean, I know it's not the customer's fault. It's just the concept. If DoorDash wants to penalize you for, for anything, like if you go over the time limit, that's why, I had to explain myself to him. I said, the door code will not open, and yet you still send me a message. If you're having trouble finding the customer, I'm not having trouble finding the customer. I'm having a hard time using the code to open the door. The green light would come on, but the door would not open. And the guy said, well, that's on maintenance. They should have been out here fixing it. Apparently they didn't do a good job fixing it. Well, apparently not. I mean, like I said, I can't be mad at the customer. I can't be, because that's a situation out of the customer's control. I'm just mad at the time loss. And if there's a time loss, especially of this nature where DoorDash is going to use it against you, I have to initiate the T. I have no choice. That's just the way it has to be. Because DoorDash likes to penalize people. They like to penalize the dasher for no reason. If there's something that, even if it's beyond the DoorDasher's control, they still want to give contract violations. Because, they think that the dasher, has to be absolutely perfect in their deliveries and that, that problems don't happen. Well, in a situation like that, I put the thumbs down and I tell them, door code wouldn't work. You will not count this against me. Because if I go on there and I see that if there's a late on there, I'm going to let them have it. Because they're not going to do that. All right, let's go here to Culver's and let's get this order. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. At least it was ready, though. That's a good thing. I'm glad that they have been getting better on having the orders ready, because they used to you used to have to wait like 5 to 10 minutes here a lot, but they kind of fixed that, and I'm glad. Yeah. Foreigner Peace, welcome in. Yeah. All right. Where's this 7 miles I gotta go? Oh, it's not that far. There's a little bit of drive, but I know exactly where I'm going, and it's close to restaurants, so it's really not that, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Uber's been kind of quiet. All right, I can't go just yet because I'd be in the way of the of the intersection, and I don't want to do that. So, okay, can move now. Yeah, this isn't that bad at all. Not at all. This is not that bad in order. Because if it's close to restaurants, it'll work. Yeah. Smashed. Yeah, thank you. Should remember the location and don't go back, I said. Yeah, if I see that, I mean, yeah, I'll click on the house next time, and if I see that address, yeah, I definitely won't go back. That's for certain. But I already told DoorDash in that when I put the thumbs down, I already told them that was a, it was a really horrible experience. And I said it was a complete waste of time. And I said, if I go in there in the history and I find that they that they counted that against me, I will let them have it, because I will tell them I will be blocked from that address, because I'm already blocked from one other address because I had a customer lie about my shopping order, not once but twice. And I told them, I said, I never ever want to see this. I never ever want to see this address on ever show up on the maps again, because I will decline it and I will argue it, because that customer lied not only once but twice. They said that there was something that they didn't get, and I know very well they got it. The second time that they lied was the fact that they had they agreed on a substitution, and then just before I get to their just right after I check out, they said that, I really would prefer the refund. I told her, I said, you already approved of the checkout, and you already approved this order, and I already substituted. The only thing you can do at this point, if you still don't want that substitution, you're going to have to tell DoorDash that you didn't want it, even though it did count. But they still counted it against me and said that I intentionally got them the wrong order. So they lied to me twice. I told the agent, I said, this is not once but twice. I mean, you fool me the first time, shame on me. But you fool me the second time, shame on you. That customer is banned from me ever going there again. And I told them that the next person that goes out there for a shopping order, they need to be on their guard. Because if this person's going to lie to me, they're going to lie to the next person too. And if they continue to lie, they should not be allowed to order. Yeah. Hey, 310 man, Ruth, welcome in. Yeah, not doing too bad tonight. It's just that the order before this one, man, that was crazy. And the fact me standing outside in downtown waiting for those people, I mean, when downtown's, kind of shady as it is, no matter where it is, small town or big town, doesn't matter. You're downtown anywhere, you don't know what might happen. So, yeah. And I had to sit there and wait. And let's just say that when I entered the building, those that apartment complex, it was not pretty. Okay, I mean, that's as far as I'm going to go with it. It was not pretty. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about it. It was not pretty. And coming from a place downtown, it pretty much lived up to it. I would not, I would not want my worst enemy living in conditions like that. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, it's bad enough that you got to live between, two businesses and stuff, but man, I about cringed when he let me in the door and entered me in there. Oh man. Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, I could have issued a T just on that by itself, let alone the time waste. you better believe I will never go to that address again. If I see that on the map, I will definitely turn it down. The customer's probably wondering, why are you going down this street here when you should be going down there? Because it's faster to get down this way. I don't have so many twists and turns that I have to do. I can just go straight down the street without stopping and, then turn once and then turn again and then just 3 more turns instead of 5 or 6 turns. That's the beauty about knowing where knowing your area, figuring out ways where you can cut your time and get your time rate down. See, that's what I don't understand about the Uber app. The in-app for Uber. They always try to find a way to make it, to where you go further distance. Speaking of which, okay, I'm just going to wait here for a minute because I got to go that way anyway, guys. And hold on. The longer I wait, the better. Another attempted dirty stack. All right. So I'm going in that direction. All I got to do is go off there a little bit and drop this off, and then go straight down straight down to Penn Station, which is not too far from there, and then go from Penn Station, go straight back up that street, and then I'm at that customer. So, all right. So that's another acceptance for the Uber. And another chance for a dirty stack, and another chance for another winner. So, all right. And then I would have two completed, successful dirty stacks. And then if I do that, then I have more dirty stacks than I do the T. Then I remove the T. So. If I remove the T, I can still get another T, but it wouldn't be, it wouldn't count as the double and to be out. I could still get another one and still not be a full penalty. So, yeah. But in the head-to-head competition in Rushville, head-to-head competition in Rushville, 2 T's, that team is done. There's no second chances or nothing. Not in head-to-head competition. If there's 2 T's, that team is done for the day. That team is done. They're out of the tournament. So that's one of the reasons why I'm in Rushville. There's a better chance, that you won't have T's there unless it's shopping orders. So bad shopping orders. But that's the way it is in head-to-head competition. Yeah, just in Rushville. Yeah. 2 T's in Rushville, you're done. Unless you have a dirty stack that can offset one of them. So, yeah, Penn Station is down here. I got to go off a little bit over here. I mean, I won't be that far. So Uber, Uber should be able to be okay with me doing this. Okay, so I got to go up here and get this. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the directions. Even though I know where I'm going, I just got to know which house it is. So we'll just turn this on.
Drive south on East Michigan Road. Then, in 600 feet, turn right onto Serrano Road. Turn right onto Serrano Road.
You see, the road I got to go on anyway is just off of down here. I just turn around, come back down, and Penn Station is just right down there. So I'm not too far from it.
Half mile.
So Uber should be okay with that with me. All right. Yeah, I like the fact that, that I can do that. Boy, that person's carrying a lot of stuff. Yeah. they're carrying a lot of stuff. They must have shopped at Kroger and just walked their way. It's not a bad idea to do. I mean, it's not. I mean, if you live around here, Kroger's really not that far. I mean, it seems like it's farther than it is, but it's really not that bad. And I mean, I would walk it. I mean, I would walk to Kroger back and forth. It's really not that bad a walk. I wouldn't mind doing it. I like walking anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of going a little out of the way, Uber, but I will be there. And plus, Penn Station, a lot of times the order is not ready anyway.
Onto High Point Boulevard.
Yeah, Penn Station is one of those places that you got to wait a lot, so. Because I remember one time I had a DoorDash in a Penn Station. I had to wait at least 15 minutes at this time of night.
Turn right onto Belvedere Drive.
I mean, I'm not one that likes to wait 15 minutes, but, if I have to, I will.
Turn right onto Belvedere Drive.
Okay. All right.
In 800 feet, 1001 Belvedere Drive, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176. USA will be on the right.
Okay, can't park on the left side, so, all right. Yeah, okay, so I can turn around, go on Wagner, and
1001
go down.
Belvedere Drive,
Okay.
Shelbyville, Indiana 46176. USA is on the right.
Okay, it's just that next house right on up, guys. All right, I'll be right back. Then I can just turn on Wagner, go straight out, and I'm over at Penn Station. Okay, guys. DoorDash is in pause. All right, let's go. So glad it's easy to get over here. I can get on the street to go down where I need to go, and it's right across the street.
Just ahead, turn right on High Point Boulevard.
Okay.
Turn right on High Point Boulevard, then turn left on Progress Parkway.
Like I said, Penn Station is one of those that takes forever, so yeah. I mean, I knew this could work out. I just really knew that it could. Okay.
Turn left on Progress Parkway.
Now I just need traffic to work with me. All right. So, mission accomplished. I said, yeah, well, that order is anyway. I still got to pick up the Uber. I'm really not that far from, where I need to be. So, I am headed there. So it's not like I was really far away from the Iowa Dash where, they took it from me. I was a little bit further away. It's kind of going out of the way more. Because it was an Applebee's order and they took it from me because, I really was taking a whole lot of time and, and I was. I mean, I took the chance, because, you got to take your chances. You just do. Same app or a double dirty stack. I said, no, it's not the same app. Kevin K, welcome in. All right. Can I make this light? That's the question. Yeah, because that right there would make the difference. Yep, I did make it. All right, good. So as long as Uber knows that I'm, just down the street from there, they should be okay. I mean, it's not that great an offer, but the customer is not that far from there. I mean, I'm going straight back right back up this street, so I won't really lose a whole lot of time on DoorDash either.
Turn right on East State Road 44.
I think this is going to work, guys. I think this is going to work. This Penn Station's right here.
Turn left, then turn right.
All right.
Turn right, then turn left.
All right, I'll have to park a little bit further away over here by AT&T, but that's okay. All right, I'll be right back. I knew it wasn't going to be ready. I already knew it wasn't. I still had to wait on it. They said, oh, we're working on it right now. It should be about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Head to your drop-off at 2355 Larkspur Lane.
Okay, so I'm going straight up Progress Parkway again. So, all right. Yeah, I knew it wasn't that far. But yeah, I could have bet that the order wasn't going to be ready.
Turn left, then turn right on East State Road 44.
Yeah. All right. This would make 2. We have 2 drawings. I like that idea. Normally I don't go that way, but there was no traffic, so.
Turn left on Progress Parkway.
Oh, nice dirty stack. Yeah, there you go. That improves the mood a little bit. Yeah, this little neighborhood up here, I already know the street names of it. It's not that far, and it's going to be delivered within perfect plenty of time. The one reason why I was able to take it, for the fact I knew where the DoorDash was going, and the pickup was right down the street from where I was going, and that's what made it so easy. Oh, it's going to feel good. Now we'll have 2 dirty stacks done today. You feel like you've accomplished something if you got a dirty stack done. It's like Dashing Maverick said, "You're not living unless if you're not dirty stacking, you're not living." That's his quote, and he's right. He's definitely right. And plus Chuck, who's the one that Dashing Across America, who is the reason why I have this channel in the first place. He was really big on dirty stacking. I mean, in fact, the t-shirts that he has on his, and I'm going to buy one, by the way, too. One of the shirts that he has is Dashing Across America, dirty stacking your way to victory, something like that. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, or home of the dirty stacks or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get one now because I've had a lot of dirty stacks during this contest, and it's just been fun doing the drawings and drawing the teams and doing it in front of everyone. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, dirty stacking is fun. It really is.
Turn right on Bluebonnet Place.
Yeah, get up here, turn DoorDash back on, right here by the restaurants. Yep. It's the way to do it.
Turn right on Bluebonnet Place.
Okay, every time I hear that, I think in the margarine. Yep. Let's see.
Just ahead, turn left on Larkspur Lane.
Some people still got their snowman, their decorations still out.
Turn left on Larkspur Lane, then drop off.
Okay.
Drop off.
Let's see. All right, right here. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. Only lost 10 minutes on DoorDash. Dirty stack complete. All right. Completed dirty stack. That's the second one. All right, that's the way we do it. Okay, so we got $13 on, so I had two Ubers, so that's $13 on Uber, because I had, the first one was $8, and that one was, let's see. Yeah, that one was $5, so that's $13 on there, plus 23, that's, so they're $36 right now between the two apps. It's not really that great, but like I said, there was a T issued. So 36, so if you add 36 and then you have 88 to that, you're at 124 right now. Only 3 shy of the two last place teams that are or not last. They're not last place now because they already passed UCLA. UCLA is still last. The only thing the UCLA has any hopes of is for Minnesota to tie them. But Minnesota has other ideas. They don't want to be in last place. That's for certain. Goldie's not one is not one that's not going to tolerate last place. So. All right. It seems like with everything that I've done, you would think that I would have more than that. But then again, I did lose a lot of time with that shopping order. So, I mean, I did lose a lot of time with that. Not so much the shopping, but the delivery of it. Yeah. I mean, I kind of did lose somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 minutes, you know, waiting for that customer to come down and open the door. So that lost 10 minutes, that, you know, that kind of hurt a little bit. So, but that 10, of course, is added, you know, with the tea plus the dirty stack too. So that definitely helps. The tea goes away, but the time extended is still there. So we'll just go down here and wait again and see maybe if we might get something down here. I want to pass by Aldi. By the way, they sent me a while I was in there, DoorDash sent me a something about some new rule or something like that you got to do at Aldi now. You know, some more, you know, new rule of some kind that's, you know, that's probably going to make it a lot more difficult for us. They're always coming up with something to make it, you know, to make our dashes more trouble than what they're worth. So, I mean, I didn't get a chance to read the whole email. I'll have to really look at it. But I mean, you know, if I do get an order tonight from there, I will definitely read the email before I go in. So we'll just go over here, sit for a little bit, see if we get anything, and if not, then I'll head up over towards the McDonald's area, see if I might get a pizza or something in that little cluster. So it is now 7 o'clock. So we got at least another 45 minutes to go, you know, because that tea added 15 minutes to the time. So I got an order. Oh, right here. Okay. Yep, we'll definitely do that.
Drive north on Progress Parkway, then turn right onto State Route 44.
How about that? I come over here and I get an order right here, right at this location right here.
Then 2501 IN 44, Shelbyville, Indiana 46176. USA will be on the left. Drive south, then turn right.
How about that? All right. Okay, be right back. All right, that took a little bit longer than I want to. I mean, it's not so much of the fact that they were slow or anything. They just ordered a lot of food. Yeah, they just ordered a lot of food. So, yeah, it definitely isn't their fault. Definitely not at all. Like I said, they just ordered a lot of food. Okay, what's the best way to go out here, I think? Yeah, all right. Yeah, they ordered like some, a bunch of appetizer stuff like cheddar bites and jalapeno bites and things like that. They ordered a lot of that stuff. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go over here. Try to get out this way.
Progress Parkway, then turn left onto State Route 44.
All right. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. That's down there where it's over towards my work. So yeah, I need to go that far. All right. Yeah, now that I look at the street, yeah, it's over by my work. I could have gone straight too. I didn't think about that. It would have been faster if I would have went that way. I still can go that way. I think I just might do that because it would be a whole lot faster if I did go that way.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
All right. But I can go this way too, so. Yeah, they just ordered a lot of stuff. Now there'll be pizza places up here and everywhere I drop off, so I mean there's still time. So, yeah, the only thing they can do at this point is hope that they can tie somebody. Oh, by the way, when I was in there, twice, Uber offered me 3 9s to go to Rushville. Yeah, twice. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. Yeah. Hey, there's Fran. Hey, Peller, welcome in. Charles. Yeah, Charles, I'm taking a DoorDash Arby's over to a customer over close to where my work is. So, yeah, we're doing a DoorDash. Yeah. Yeah, Fran, welcome in again. Appreciate it. Yeah, Maryland's already passed, already passed UCLA. So the only thing that they can hope to do, to stay in it, to say the least, is to have Minnesota tie them. That's the only way they can stay in. But like I said, stranger things have happened. But the thing is, it is Friday. And remember, it's the runner-up team from last year, so yeah. Yeah, but don't count out yet. Because stranger things have happened. I mean, there were some Fridays I had that were really bad, so yeah, I mean it can happen. Yeah, it can happen. All right, as soon as I drop this off, like I said, then I'll play that for the 100 that you sent. I appreciate that. And by the way, friend, we had another dirty stack, so now we got 2 drawings tonight. Yeah, we got 2 dirty stack drawings tonight. So, yep. there we go. And I also had an order that was really horrible. It was a shopping order, of course. Naturally, a lot of my shopping orders now have been really horrible shopping orders. And it wasn't so much the shopping order itself, it was the drop-off. It was some apartment that was between two businesses. And, the customer gave me a code to get in the building, and it didn't work. So I had to stand there and wait 5 minutes. I had to wait on the customer and do the 5-minute timer thing. And then then the customer finally said, "Just a second, they didn't fix the lock. I'll be right down." So I had to wait on that, wait for the customer to come in because it was handed to me, of course. So I don't know, it was just a bad thing. Let's just put it that way. It was not a very good experience, not at all. So but anyway, of course, nevertheless, I had to issue a T for it because of too much time, but the T was removed because of the dirty stack. So yeah, I mean the time extended still goes, but the T was removed. So after I drop this off, hopefully I'll get a pizza order or something here and see where they stand. Just add to the $88.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Alice Street.
No. Yeah, it was. Oh, that was awful. that was, and the thing is, they had, they had four 6 bottles of,
in 300 feet, turn left.
2 6-packs of Dr. Pepper and 2 6-packs of, Cherry Pepsi and 2 6-packs of Mountain Dew. On top of that, and some other thing.
Left onto Main Street.
And I had to, of course, I needed to use my bag to carry all that. And even so, you're right in the heart of downtown, which is bad enough as it is. 733 Main Street, because I'm sure not going to leave anything sit outside. Because I would have called, and right at that point, I would have called support. And I would have told them, I said, I didn't hear from the customer. I am very uncomfortable with leaving it outside. What do I do from this point? Because it isn't safe, to leave anything downtown, driving point and otherwise. Okay, can I park up here or no?
733 Main Street.
There's too many cars up there.
46176. USA is on the right.
All right, it's not this one, it's the next one. Okay. I'm dropping it off. That'll be 3. We're going to take it. All right. First things first, I got to drop this off first. Okay, it's, that's what I thought. All right. All right, I'll be right back. All I got to do is go down that one street and I'll be in Jimmy John's not too far. So, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, they gave me $2 more for that. That's 8. The only problem with that one was, they wanted me to put it inside their storm door and take it to their porch, but their storm door was locked. And I told them, I said, I apologize, but I have to leave it outside. I mean, I know you want it in your porch because I know that you're a frequent customer and I always do that. But for some reason, your storm door's locked and I can't get in. And they said, yeah, we forgot to unlock it. Sorry. I said, it's okay. I mean, I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Head to your pickup at Jimmy John's number 3008. Turn left on Glen Avenue, then turn right on Fair Avenue.
Okay. Be right back. Okay. Yeah. All right. I said, this will make 3 dirty stacks. Yeah. All right.
Turn right on Fair Avenue, then turn left on Frank Street.
Yeah, this is great. You take a bad situation, you get 2 dirty stacks out of it. It's awesome. I like that.
Turn right on East Morris Avenue.
All right. You love it. Woo. Got a 5 for 1, whatever will do it. Yeah, being silver.
Turn right on East Morris Avenue.
Yeah, I mean, silver, whatever. I said, it's, I'm trying to get on platinum on Uber. It's just that, they sent me a real stupid order while I was in there. I would have loved to have done a dirty stack while I was already in Arby's picking up that order, but they sent me 3 9s, upside down, Fran. If you turn it upside down, it's one of those orders they always send you. But no, they sent it to me as 9s and wanted me to go to Rushville for 20 miles. Yeah, right. No, thank you. You want me to do, just a penny short of $10 for 40 miles? I don't think so. Yeah, Uber, you can have that one. Yes, someone will be dumb enough to take that order, but it's not going to be me. Yeah, someone will take that order, but it's not going to be me. I will not take an order like that. That will not happen.
In a quarter mile, turn
And it's
right
not
on
time
Lee
for
Boulevard.
Rushville anyway, so yeah. 3 9s, 20 miles. Yeah, right. Yeah, nice try.
Turn right on Lee Boulevard.
Now, they were working on this road earlier, so is there anything in the road that I need to know about or something? Let's see. See a cone there. So the deal is, now that we had 3 dirty stacks plus a T, if for some reason we go to 8 tonight, it's acceptable under the circumstances. Because the T in the dirty stacks is like stopping the clock for a foul shot. It's kind of what that's like.
Turn right on Progress Parkway.
All right, and I'm liking this. Yeah, man, 3 drawings tonight. That's really great.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Marketplace Boulevard.
Okay. Okay, you know what I see. Okay, I don't know. See, I don't understand that language. Appreciate you joining though, but I do not understand that language. But thank you for, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to Jimmy John's to pick up an order here to take to a customer. It's the second part of a dirty stack, so.
Turn right on Marketplace Boulevard, then turn right.
Okay. So here we go.
Turn right, then turn right.
English only, yes. Thank you, Fran. I mean, like I said, even if you speak another language, I still appreciate you being here. I just wish that that would be something that I would understand a little bit. All right. Oh, there is a car here. That's okay though. All right. All right. I'm gonna go pick this up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, this is going to an apartment area over there, close to where that where I just came from. I believe in the area where that police officer was sitting. So he's still sitting there. All they gotta do is just show that I'm making a delivery. All right.
Head to your drop-off at 4 South Vine Street.
Okay, what apartment number is it though? It's an apartment. What is it? Meet at the door. Okay.
Turn right on Marketplace Boulevard.
Okay. It's making me go this way. All right, that's fine. All right. Let's see. On the computer. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's not due to it. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, like I said, I appreciate you. Appreciate you joining. Thank you for thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. The second part of the dirty stack here. This is the third one that we've done today. So, yeah, it's really awesome to be doing one of those. Okay.
In a quarter mile, turn right on East Michigan Road. Turn right on East State Road 44.
It does that every time. I hate that. Oh, well. Okay. Maybe I need to trip the light. All right, what's this person here going to do? That's what I thought. Okay. How much are we at? I'll let you know the final total. We had 88 to start, and let's see, I had 13, and that's before I got this order here for Uber. So that would be 17. That would be 17 on Uber, because this is only $4, but it's still an order. And a dirty stack, so I have to look and see what I got on DoorDash. But you know, we still got a little time. Even if I drop this off, I'm still going to have a little time because I'm adding it until 8 o'clock for the fact that. Ooh. Yeah. Another $5. Okay. Yeah, I got to go to Little Caesars, but it is $5. Hey, there's Salty. Welcome, Salty. Yeah, welcome in. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, Uber's doing it. I mean, I just wish they didn't give me those 3 9s, you know, to try to send me to Rushville. But, you know, whatever. At least I'm glad that, you know, now I'm starting to get the orders. I'm getting that much closer to the platinum level. Yeah. But if I go past 8 o'clock, I will have to shut DoorDash down.
Mile turn right on South Vine Street.
But that's okay.
Turn right on South Vine Street, then drop off on the right.
See, is he still here, or it says meet at the door.
Drop off on the right.
Okay, no, he's not here, so I'll just pull in over here. I just gotta find there he is right there. Okay, he's waiting on me. All right, I'll just pull right over here. All right, guys, make this real quick. I'll be right back. See, does he have a pin? Okay, done. Dirty stack complete. All right, I'm just gonna back up so I don't have to hit this car, and I'm just gonna pull in this parking lot and turn around. Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess I can do this. I don't have to do that. All right. Okay. So now we go over to Little Caesars and add to it. A quick $9.
Turn right on East Broadway Street.
Oh, that's the one thing I don't like about Broadway Street. I guess I can go. They're not too far back. Okay. All right, to Little Caesars we go. I'm not keen on Little Caesars, and sometimes they're slow in there, but you know, it's still an order. And it does help me with my acceptance rate on Uber. I'm very close to that platinum, and you know, once I get to that level, hopefully the orders will start getting better. Then I'll consider myself double platinum. I like that idea. I like the sound of that. The orders have been so bad. Really? Oh, you're silver? Okay. Yeah, I do what I can to try not to even go to gold, let alone silver on DoorDash. I need to stay where I'm at. You know, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this contest like this is, you know, it's all orders accepted. I mean, sure. I mean, if you see the title of my first one, you know, of my dash today, the, you know, the far distance upside down order dash, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Most of my orders were that, either upside down or far distance. So I wasn't lying, and this dash kind of the same way. Although there's some orders on this one that were closer, but still, yeah. And see, the ironic thing about it is, you know, because I mean, you know, like the Marylands, of course, you know, the terrapins or turtles, tortoises, whichever one, turtles do not like to go, you know, it takes them forever to go far distances, and they can't survive if they're upside down. So, yeah. So that's kind of how that is. I mean, it's just strange how that kind of thing goes.
Then turn left.
Okay, so now I've got to go in here to pick up this order. All right, here we are. Be right back. Let's see, what kind of pizza does he have? Pretzel crust. I mean, that's not so bad. Pretzel on a pizza is not too bad. I'm just not a big fan of Little Caesars pizza, though. Yeah, that was ready. That's a good thing. Okay. Okay.
Head to your drop-off at 2219 Scarlet Court.
Okay, it's not, see, I just, let's see, what's the best way to go there? Let's see what it tells me to do. I can still get over where I need to go because I got to stop over there anyway, and there'll still be time on the clock after I drop this off. So, because like I said, even if we go to 8, it's like foul shots. So, okay. Let's see what it tells me if I go straight. What does it say? Let's see. What's it going to tell me to do? Yeah, okay. It says I can go this way. Maybe it'd be faster if I did go this way. It's not going to argue with me. Okay. Maybe they're telling me Howard Street's the way to go. He's got a 10 for 7, so you're actually happy about that. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, the 7, is sort of iffy, but, $10, yeah, $10 is always good. So, all right. All right, here we go. Well, as soon as I get to 8 o'clock, we will be doing the drawing. So, those of you that we will be doing the 3 drawings. So, and so this week and next week will be the payouts. So I'm just let everybody know that. So, the monies will be going out to you guys this week. So, yep. All right. That includes you, Kaylee. You'll get yours this week sometime too. On the weekend or something. Everybody, everyone's going to start getting theirs. So, because the holiday's done and all that. So, yep. So, but like I said, the winnings will be distributed in the order in which they were won. So just make sure that everybody knows that in the order in which they were won. That's how it'll be distributed by. So, and I have on record, when everybody won and the order in which it was done. So that way, we're all on the same page. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't argue with me going this way. It's going to have me go... Yeah, I figured it was going to have me go that way. Wonder if it's going to make me go take the back way going through Twin Lakes. I hope it does, because that would be faster.
Turn right on Amos Road.
Okay. That's one of the reasons why I like Howard Street, is because it, not very much stop signs. Is it, which way is it having me go? Howard's a lot like Mechanic Street. Not many stops, and can get through there fast without having to drive all the way downtown and go through all that mess. So, yeah. I probably could have easily gone through here, but we'll follow this.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on East McKay Road.
All right. Let's get ready to turn.
Turn left on East McKay Road.
All right, nobody here. That's a good thing. All right, let's do it. Oh, I got a little indie gig life action up here. Wonder what somebody did. That was weird. Okay.
In a quarter mile, keep right onto Oak Leaf Way.
All right. Okay.
Turn left on 12 Oaks Boulevard.
Right here. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember the street they're in here. That's right. Okay. Okay. So I skipped the first one and go down the second one. Okay.
Turn right on 12 Oaks Drive, then turn right on Scarlet Court.
All right. Yep, skip the first one. And
Turn
go.
right on Scarlet Court, then turn right.
Yep.
Turn right to stay on Scarlet Court, then drop off.
Okay. Okay, it's this one up here, apparently. Okay. All right, it's one of these two. Okay. I'll just pull over here and... Okay, it's the one in the back. All right. All right. Be right back. Okay. Okay, as it stands now. Okay. Okay, it's there's still time on the clock, so yeah, we had 1 minute left.
Drive
So
north on Scarlet Court.
all right,
Then turn left onto 12 Oaks Drive.
okay, so they got an order right at the last second. So all right, so we shut Uber down right now. Okay, so Uber is shut down. Okay.
In 600 feet, turn left onto 12 Oaks Boulevard.
Okay. So I got, without that last customer, I've got $30. I got $30 on Uber. Okay. So I got $30 on Uber right now, and I got 31 on on DoorDash right now, and that's before this order here. So there was still time on the clock.
Turn right onto Progress Parkway.
All right.
Continue for 1 mile.
Ooh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I already know how to get to El Masan. So I did not do the the dirty stack thing earlier. So that's for the completed dirty stack. So we're gonna see. So that's 60. All right. Is this where the party is? Hey there, see, how's it going, Candy? Appreciate you joining. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about the Dakotas earlier on my first, on my first dash, and yeah, welcome in. Yeah, this kind of is a party. I mean, Maryland's kind of gone on a roll here the last within the last hour, and they got an order, right before the horn sounded. So. Yeah, we'll see, where they stand right after this. I mean, that last order that I got from Uber, that still does not count the tip. So I have to wait and see if the tip comes in before we do the final tally. But Maryland has gone on a run, so yeah. So it could be interesting, and there is a team that from what I looks at, there is a team that they're very close to tying. So I got to see what that might be. I'd have to look at the scores really closely, because the team that is a possibility of a tie is Penn State. So I'd have to look really carefully and get it all together. But Uber's done it tonight. Yeah, once again, Uber's come through. 3 dirty stacks. Yeah, and we got this order here right at the last second, so we're getting it done. But that last tip from Uber has not come in yet, so I have to wait for that. I got to wait and see just exactly where they're at. I mean, at this point, even without tying someone, they are in the 8. So, yeah, at least right now. Okay. Oh, what a name. I won't tell you what it is. They tried to be funny, but yeah, whatever. All right, I'll be right back. Let's see, do I have to, yeah. I'll take a picture of the receipt. There we go. Can't really read it that good, but all right, there we go. All right. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, it's that guy that's on the right-hand side. The, yeah, okay. The address is mixed up. Okay. Yeah, okay, I remember it now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the address is mixed up. You know, he didn't leave the message like he did before, but I know this guy. I had a little issue with it before at night in the morning. Or, you know, when trying to find the address in the morning. But now I know, you see, now I know that, you know, where it is. Because you know, the streets, when you turn on the road, you know, the streets go up. But, you know, but these two addresses here, they got it backwards. Yeah. Yeah, this one house, they've got, you know, they got a number that's out of sequence. You know, instead of being consecutive, it's out of sequence. So, yeah, so now I can do that. All right, so I got to go down there and go over towards there. Okay, got to go find a hotel room. Be right back. Oh, okay, yeah, one of those. A hotel room. I don't like delivering hotels. I especially don't like delivering to the motels over in Franklin, because those, I don't like that at all. Now, when I delivered to the hotels in Edinburgh, they weren't so bad, but the motels over in Franklin, yeah, that little area over there, I don't really trust all that well. So, yeah. Must have been a short conversation. Yeah. All right. So I got to find where this guy's truck is. You know, I mean, I know what side it is. I just got to make sure that there's no one, behind me when I deliver it. So, not too many people go on this street unless they're going to work, because they have to take this street to go to work. Nobody would be on there at this time of night. Yeah, the customer just mentioned to me. What is it? Yeah, I've been there before. It said the house is on the left. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm not clicking on it to know exactly where to go, because I already know which house it is. Yeah, he just said it's the truck in the driveway. Yeah, I already knew. So, okay. Oh man, it didn't look so great around the 6 o'clock hour, but it certainly picked up within the last hour, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Penn State's wondering if they're going to end up tying him, because it's going to be pretty close. And if I'm not mistaken, they may not be too far from Wisconsin. Because, like I said, I still have not got that. I still have not got that Uber tip back yet, though, either. So, yeah. That last Uber tip I still haven't got yet. Hey, there's Bill. Welcome, Bill. Yeah, we're finishing up the dash here. Yeah, there was I got an order on DoorDash right before the horn sounded, so we'll see where they are right here. There's a possibility of 2 teams they might be able to tie here, so yeah. But I have to do the final tally, because like I said, I have not got that tip yet. So as soon as I receive that tip, then I'll know more. Because there was one that I got back where a customer gave me $4 extra on one of those Uber orders. So I don't know which one it was, but someone gave me an extra $4. So that right there is huge too. Okay. That's the one thing about Uber too, is that like I said, if you do a real good delivery on them, and try to do the way that Chuck does it, a lot of times they'll give you more than than what Uber says they're going to give you. You just gotta be as professional as you can be to them, and if you are, then chances are you might get extra tips. That's what I always try to do. I mean, it's not that like I really want to try to get extra tips. It's just that I want to provide the best customer service I can. It's not all about getting the tip. If I get the extra tip, then great. If I don't, that's okay too. It's all about the customer service. That's all it is with me. Customer service is huge to me. It always has been and always will be. So regardless of whether I get the extra tip or not. So it's just, it's just the way that you should do business, period. And I wish that all managers and general managers and stuff would teach their employees that, because it would make businesses, do better. All right. Okay, so I gotta find this. So I gotta find this truck. Okay. Because the one with the black truck. Yep. Yep, it's this one right here where his truck is. Okay. Yep. All right. It's this one. All right. Yep. He's got his truck on. All right. Maybe he's in the truck waiting on it. I don't know. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, so we ended that. We ended the DoorDash segment with 36. Okay, now I got to see what we got with Uber. Just got to wait for that tip. So 36 and 88 is $124. That's just with DoorDash. Okay, that's just with the DoorDash part. It does not count the Uber. All right. Yeah, back. All right. So they got $124 just in the DoorDash part. That does not count the Uber. So I have to go and tally the Uber. I'm still waiting on that tip. I haven't heard from it yet. So we'll see. Maybe by the time I get there, I will hear from it. So let's see. How many orders did I do on Uber tonight? I think I did. I think I did 5. Yeah, I think I did at least 5 Ubers tonight. Because I know one of them was a stack. And the first one was 8. That was after I did the first dirty stack. I mean, like I said, I had 2 dirty stacks tonight. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I might have had 2 Uber stacks tonight. I think I did. Still waiting. I still haven't heard from that tip on Uber yet, so we'll see. All right, come on now. We got to, as soon as I get there, I'll try to see what it was we got. So yeah, just 124 without Uber. So we'll see what Uber has. Yeah, I can look on here and see, as soon as I just hit that one Uber button, I can see just exactly how many orders I did have. I had at least 5 or 6 orders on Uber. That doesn't count the 2 that I had earlier today. The first 2 Ubers I had today totaled $15. So whatever's added to the $15 I made tonight. I gotta wait and see, guys. So we got the 3 dirty stack drawings, so we're gonna go up here and we're gonna do those real quick. So all right. Before I do the drawings, come on, Uber. I need to know that tip. I gotta know. I gotta know that tip. Okay. Okay, we'll get up here with the light and then we'll tally up the scores and see what see where we're at. According to according to this, it says I had 6 Uber orders tonight. I don't know how accurate that is, but I think that's what it says. I had 6 orders tonight. I delivered 6 orders tonight. So, hey, Mr. Funkadelic, welcome in. All right, let's see here. Before we go through this, let me take a look here. All right. Okay, according to that, it's 6, 13. 8, 20, all right. Best way to know is to look at it here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what they have. 36, so that'd be see, 88 and 36. That's 100 and yeah, that's $124. Okay, so now they just said that I earned an extra $3 for completing all those trips. I'm only 1 away from being platinum. One order away from being platinum. Okay, so let's add that up here. So I got the $3 added to that. So $130. So see, 88 plus that's 30. So 88, 36. So that's 124. 124. So that would be $38. That includes the $3 I just made. I had $35 I made on Uber plus the $3. That's 38. So let me see. Yeah. Amazing. They did. You know that last order, that was enough to make them tie Penn State with 162. A last second shot. Again. Can't make this stuff up, guys. Can't make this stuff up. That extra $3 that Uber gave me, plus that last order, yeah, we have another tie. You just can't make this stuff up, guys. You just can't make it up. All right, let's go and get ready for, okay, there's no team. We already know the next team. Yeah. I mean, that may have already included that tip. I don't know. I don't know if that was or not. If they haven't given it to me, they haven't said anything. So we're just going to go with it. I mean, that might have, they may have already included that, because sometimes when that comes up, it may have already included it. I don't know. It wasn't that very much of an order anyway. All right, but as of now, they are tied. So right now we're just going to go ahead and go with it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get ready. We already know the team that's going tomorrow, so we don't need to pick them. Only one team left, and that's Minnesota. So, okay. All right, let's get ready here, and let's get these blues going so that we can see. It takes an hour? Okay. All right. I mean, sometimes you get the order right away. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard, so we'll see. All right, so we got 3, so we're going to... all right, so we'll go ahead and get all this ready. Get these in there. Okay. Go ahead and get these ready here. All right. Let's see. Got everybody here. Okay. Let's see. Get all these blues ready. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Keep going here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see here. All right. I think we got them, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get, get ready here. All right, let's get them together. We'll put it in the bag. All right, let me turn it on me here real quick. All right, are we ready? Okay, 3 dirty stacks. Okay, we're going to get our first winner. All right. This is the fun part. This is what I love the most, is doing this. All right. We have our winner. Our first winner is... I haven't seen this person for a long time. They must have been a Must have been a, what is it, Walton's fan or something, I think. John Boy 7819. John Boy 7819. I haven't seen that name in a long time. It must have been one of those early birds. Yeah, but somebody gave him a membership. Probably Luke. I don't know. I don't remember Dean giving it to him, but yeah, that's yeah, John. All right, so John Boy 7819, you got 2 weeks to claim your prize. So your name was mentioned. Remember, you got 2 weeks. If you don't, we'll have a redraw. So congratulations, John Boy 7819. Okay. Like I said, must have been, so he must have been a John Boy fan. Must have been, to name him that way. So, all right. So, congratulations. Okay, number 2. All right. Well, this is Maryland, right? Somebody gave this to her. I don't remember who it was. But you can't make this up either. Dana, My Blazing Life. Oop. It's just amazing how this stuff happens. I mean, I don't know. All these drawings that I've done recently have just been, have been absolutely weird. But they happen but they happen for a reason. Just like the, just like with Sally, Sonny, and Fran, just like that, and Jay Twist and Mel, and then Queen and the Rutgers Dash. I mean, this stuff you can't make up, guys. It just happens. It happens for a reason, and it just has to. So, or anyway, we're about to do number 3. All right, so here we go. Number 3 winner of the Maryland Dash is she's been on the bottom for the longest time. Sheila, living in Cyprus. Yep. I'm surprised she hadn't been picked early before now. But Sheila won. Yeah, someone gave her a membership a while back. I'm trying to think of who it was. I think from day one, but I put her in here ever since. So somebody did it. So I think it was Dean back then. I mean, I think it was like from the very first time. But even if you still aren't in it, if you were picked, at the very first day, you're still in blue. It still counts. So, but yeah, Living in Cyprus is the winner. So yep. So we had John Boy 7819, My Blazing Life, and Living in Cyprus. Oh. Earlier I was talking about health, right? Well, Dana's got My Blazing Health, and what has Sheila been doing? Talking about health. Again. How does this happen? How does this happen? I mean, how do you describe this? How? How do you describe this? All these drawings have been so weird. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead and, let's give a cheer for all our winners. All right. That's right. I don't know, guys. I don't know. What did I miss that Fran had been running for a hotel? I don't know. You have to ask her that, Candy. You'll have to ask her that. Oh, by the way, Candy, your name is still in here. I haven't picked your name yet, but you are still in there because somebody gave you a membership, but your name is still in here. So I've seen your name. So someday you will get drawn. Hopefully it will be soon. So, but yeah, your name is still in here. So, all right, guys. Well, We got to get ready for the Minnesota Dash. I know there's some snow coming, so I have to go pick up here in case there's a little bit more snow than what we think. So anyway, yep. So as always, I appreciate you all joining once again for another great dash. We do have another tie, so yeah, another great Uber night. So it's Uber's been doing it. So until the Minnesota Dash, guys, yeah, until the Minnesota Dash, I will see you in the future. And remember, we're all in this together.